That nigga be crispy. Yeah, hey. I'm shameless, so shameless. With my dogs on the block, it was dangerous. Take your girl out to eat and she's paying. I'm shameless, so shameless. I'ma go hit Tahoe up. Come bring the Tahoe truck, body bags on body bags. Come pick this garbage up. DJ mixing in the booth, he leave him traumatized up. I ain't got no time to waste. Let's get these commas up. I'm sitting in class, I can't even focus. Looking at teach, hoping that she don't notice. Titty sit right, got ass be poking. Sitting in the front, cause I gotta be the closest. I'm just waiting for the bell, let everybody leave. I passed with an A, but left her with a D. I'm shameless, so shameless.
Dope Fiend Records.
That's crazy.
Have you seen there's a dispensary on Fulton Street?
Yeah.
That shit look mad illegal.
That the shit got weed on the front.
And it's right on Fulton Street. I walked in
Fulton
like...
and what?
Oh, you walked in. It looked illegal and you walked right in.
Of course, I had questions. I'm like, first of all, how long y'all been here? He was like, a week?
A week?
They shit got the green awning and shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They
I was like,
official.
y'all take credit card? He was like, yeah. I was like, how do you take credit cards? Like, they don't... Because it's federal. Mm-hmm. So you can't... Credit cards you can't use in a dispensary.
Yeah, you're not like the dispensary that I go to. They didn't accept credit cards, only debit cards,
right,
or cash. Yeah,
because the banks are federal banks. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I don't know how they managed to do that. But
so are you dry snitching right now?
Yeah, just to y'all though.
No, we're recording. This is a
to
whole
everybody.
podcast.
I didn't say whose dispensary was.
You just said there's a dispensary on such and such street and it's mad illegal. That's literally what you just said.
I said the name of the street?
Yes.
That's a long street. It could be anywhere.
That's fucking nuts. Where does this podcast come to,
Could
bro?
be anywhere.
You got doped up.
Don't say
this
that. I'm
one's
not
doped
up.
You took medicine?
Nah.
Nothing.
All my medicine expired.
So you just came in here sick?
Nah, I had some tea.
So you just came in here sick?
I came in here not feeling well. Sick as a...
Sorry. Did you see the gymnastics? Yo, them niggas, Dude, this nigga's like Plastic Man in here. You can't catch me.
Because if I was sick, that would be inconsiderate.
Yeah, so you already knew I was going with it. So he 8 Miled himself. That's what you do. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to light this road on fire so we can't go that way. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Well, besides being sick and being impaired, how's everybody doing this week?
I'm pretty good.
You pretty good?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. Oh, damn it. It's Sunday morning. Well, it's about to be afternoon.
It's mad early.
I'm in an okay state. I really want to take Tane to homie court.
Uh-oh.
I feel like I should. Let me take this girl to homie court.
Oh, damn.
Oh, what?
Where's the homie court thing at?
Tane, what did you do?
I can't even remember.
She knows exactly what the fuck she did. That's why she's trying to act like she don't know. Let's see. Anybody got the music?
I got it.
Set it up. She high. It's gonna take her a second. She holding it up. She
It was loaded.
There's no idea what's going on. Nobody in here though. Kids is in the other room. Look, Amari, that's his girlfriend. Tane's Amari's girlfriend.
What?
He's like, who's taking who? So homie court. Nigga, I'll beat your ass. Look at him. He's standing there like, I'll beat your ass.
That's crazy. What happened?
Friday night. You know, I think about it. Remember I was telling y'all last week, think about what do you actually do for people. You know, do things. You know what I'm saying? Do you pay attention to them? Mm-hmm. So I was like, you know what? Look, she's over here trying to figure shit out. She knows now. Now she knows. Now she knows. Friday night, I had the kids with me. I said, you're going to have a kids' night. I know Tane's coming over here. So you come in, you're going to be on time because I know she comes here 11, 12 at night, try to sneak in here like a ninja. Like she didn't just show up in here. She's like, yeah, I'm going to come. I take the kids to the store. We pull out the biggest red snapper that we could find. Huge red snapper. I called my chef friend. She gave me ideas on how to cook it, whether I was gonna stuff it, whatever I was gonna do to it. Right? I come in here, I prep this shit, clean the entire house. House was clean, right? House smelled good, was candles, lit, everything, right? Everything's going well. You know this banshee comes in here.
Why would you?
Why? What temperature is it on? Oh, you sure you want to have it covered? Oh, so she comes in the other room. No, first of all, she's standing over my back like a police, like a CO. She's standing behind me like, I'm like, oh, are you all right? Like, do you need something to do? She's like, no, I'm just watching. Right here? There's no wiggle room. There's no thinking room. I need creative space.
Okay, creative space.
You know what I'm saying? Have you ever done this before? No, I've never done this before. So why are you here? You can't offer me any help. You don't know what you're doing either. They in there laughing at it. You hear them? Kids laughing. My back starts hurting, I guess, from lifting such a big fish. I don't know. So I sit down in the bed. I ask her, yo, go check on the fish. She goes, checks on the fish. She said it's still red. The amount of time that I put on the timer for the fish to cook expired. She's like, you sure you want to have it covered? I'm like, that's the way you broil fish. I don't know. She's like, oh, let's take it off. And we should put it on broil.
Broil? The fish? You gotta put the fish on broil?
Let me show y'all something. Let's go.
Broil? That shit was probably burnt.
The video tape.
Broil? You was like how I was feeling right now.
Complaining about how long it was taking.
So you decided to speed it up and put it on broil.
You put it on broil.
I was trying to help you out to cook it quicker.
Son, you put it on broil.
You're supposed to
That shit
do
is
about
huge.
300.
Y'all still ate it though, right?
Hold on. This is the next one. Now
Yeah, it
she's
was
like,
fine.
now she's like, oh, now she's like, wait, so you just want to show it on your gram. Let's flip it over. Look what she does. Look at this nonsense we went through here. Fucking Looney Tunes, bro. Son, you see that?
It's a little scorched.
That was just the topping.
Look, she's trying to flip it. Look, she's trying to flip it. I say, yo, this is ridiculous. Ain't no fucking way. I'm sick now. I'm fucking livid.
You fucking killed it.
Not you killed it.
You don't got more than one spatula? I didn't kill anything.
Son, she goes in the room. She's tipsy. I'm sitting in the room with her. I'm sitting there, my back hurting. I'm doing all this. She not a rub on the back, nothing. She's just sitting there drinking the fucking juice, the wine, out of a goddamn sippy cup that she has in her car. She has wine in a sippy cup and a straw.
A sippy cup goes
I'm sitting there
crazy.
like,
It's not a sippy cup.
I'm like,
I
yo,
know it's not.
don't smell that? It's not a sippy cup. That's a dead. What is that? That's not.
It's
a sippy
just
cup?
it's a tumbler.
Why do you need wine in a tumbler?
That was in the car. What am I going to have? A wine glass in the car?
Why do you need wine in the car?
Because that was her mood.
I sitting there. I'm like, you smell something burning? She's like, huh? You smell something burning my fish. I go open the motherfucker. The shit is blackened. Black. It did taste good. It still tasted good.
No, it didn't. We would have made it like 5 minutes prior. It would have been perfect.
It wouldn't have been burnt like that. You wouldn't have had to remove all the burnt vegetables off of the top of it.
Did you even eat the vegetables?
They were burnt. How the fuck I'm gonna eat them?
Mine wasn't.
I just feel like women.
Here we go.
I got to start. I told you I didn't have no women version. I just have a little bit. Like, why they can't just let us exist? Why it has to be a thing? You know, I mentioned this the other day. We're driving to Tanya from the Situationships birthday party, right? We're going down Bowery Street. She's like, "Oh, this is where we went to Paint and Sip." I said, "But why did we go to Paint and Sip again? What nigga wants to go to Paint and Sip?
Paint
Why are you
sips
taking
are
me to Paint and
fun.
Sips?" I said, why don't women ever want to do shit niggas want to do?
Like what?
Niggas always got to provide the nigga shit. Women just, it's like, yo, y'all always want us to accompany y'all to some whack shit. pottery class. What's the other thing that you had me do? Candle making. Why do what? You ain't got no friends? Nobody with candle and sip.
You like candles.
I don't want to make them. I want to burn them. What the fuck am I making candles for? Not yet. We have got to. Like, I have to. Any of the masculine things I have to do. Why don't women ever want to do masculine things with niggas and present them things?
What's a masculine thing?
We go arm wrestling. I don't know.
Like, y'all just be complaining just the fuck to complain. Like, what would you rather do?
Football.
Play football
Basketball.
or go see football?
Football. Basketball. Trom, help me out.
Bumper cars, gun range. I don't know.
Gun range.
Top golf.
Top golf.
Top golf
She's like,
drinks suck.
Golf yesterday. You said I don't do no.
if you don't chew the food in your fucking mouth.
I mentioned golf last night.
You said mini golf. I'm a grown ass man.
What does that mean?
He wants the big golf, not the mini golf.
Yeah.
The mini golf is more
Slapping the shit
fun.
across the field with a fucking bottle of goddamn wine right there. Not going around some little obstacle course with stupid dolls and houses. Who the fuck wants to do that?
I did
Trying
mini
to
golf in
slap the
DC.
shit off the
I
side
had
of the wall,
mad
through
fun.
up the ramp,
And no drinks.
and no drinks.
They have drinks at
No
mini golf.
sliders.
The last one I went to, but it was in DC.
This is nonsense. I'm tired.
You tired of what?
Everything. I'm tired of everything. I am. I literally wake up tired every day.
Me too.
I'm tired throughout the day. I'm tired. Like, I really wait. It's crazy. Like, is there ever a moment when I'm not tired?
But you also 50, so.
I am 48 soon. I've been thinking about that. 48 is nuts. My dick still get hard though. I feel like that's all that really matters.
That's it?
What else matters?
Wow.
Tron, what else matters? As you get old, what do you think about?
Mobility.
I just think about pain. I just don't want
You're about to get married, so you don't care if your dick gets hard or not.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
Them shit don't. Niggas don't use their dick no more after they get married, right?
How do you know
I
that?
think I take it for granted because my dick has always worked, right? So I never think about it not working. What I do think about is waking up in the morning without pain. That's the trouble with getting old.
So you're in pain a lot now.
Yeah,
The more you get older,
yeah. Just, I've always been the king of miscellaneous injuries.
the more painful it is.
But as you get older, it's like
Some
it gets worse.
AARP shit right here. Y'all niggas is old. I love
You don't
that
feel
for
pain?
y'all.
You love that we're in pain.
No, I love that y'all are old.
So you don't
A
feel
lot of
it.
people
So
don't
you
get
haven't
to
gotten
grow
to
old.
life pains things yet.
No.
You haven't.
I don't know what age am I supposed to get there. Like
Well, let's talk about
45?
your pains then.
My pains?
Let's talk about your pains. I have a friend. Charm, you've met her a few times. I'm out. I was going to get some fish another day. I'm really loving fish and wine. This is the era that I'm in. Fish and wine. You could call it that.
Okay.
I get a random phone call from a random number I've never seen before. Pick up the phone. Tahoe? It's some white lady I've never spoken to on the phone before. I don't know this person. She's like, your friend is in front of your house. I hear her in the background. Tahoe, it's me. Such and such. I'm in front of your house. I need to charge my phone. I'm like, huh? Because I'm like listening more intently. You just like don't know what's going on. It's 7 o'clock at night. I don't know. I'm like, huh? She's like, let me talk to him. It's my friend who I've known for 20-something years who is having mental episodes now. Consistent. Like I've seen a decline over the last 10 years. Even if I go back to when we were hanging out and stuff, I do remember her saying her mom had schizophrenia. I do remember, or saying her mom was sick. I don't think she mentioned schiz, but she said her mom was sick. And then she would have violent episodes. I remember this one time she was here, we was fucking. I told you we was fucking. Okay, as long as I told her that we was fucking. You gotta make sure I told her. But yeah, we was fucking. I'm trying to go out one night. She's here, and her eyes started doing that thing from Harry Potter, the wizard. The shit was like, it started bigger, and I'm looking at her like, what the fuck is going on? And she go crazy, and we had a whole negative, and it was pretty consistent after that. Every once in a while, she would bug the fuck out, and I thought she was just a woman.
It never fucking fails. Like,
But
okay.
apparently, she actually had real other mental issues.
Oh, other
Besides
than
just
being a woman. Got
woman.
it. Okay.
That have seriously declined. So I answer the phone. Now I realize it's her. I've always tried to be there for her because I realize that this is an issue. This is some serious shit. And I'd be worried about her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be at my crib in a second. I come to the crib. She's walking down my block. I'm walking up my block. As soon as she sees me, she starts crying. Oh my God, I have cancer. I have 6 months to live. I need to charge my phone.
Huh? A plus B.
She's like, I'm on the run. Oh.
From cancer?
She said, this is a nice outfit you have on. I'm like,
Wow. It's a lot of different directions.
hold on, because this is nuts, right? She comes in here. It was like left, right, up, down, center, boom, boom, boom. I'm just trying not to even look at her because I don't know what the fuck. How do you have this conversation? It's going everywhere.
Yeah.
Left, right, up, down, side to side. It's like, bruh, this is a lot, right? She leaves out the crib. About 2, 3, 4 days ago, I get a call. Well, I saw her bugging out on somebody on the internet, going crazy. Yeah, that's why your mom jumped off a roof and killed herself.
What?
Don't worry about me. I've got mental issues. Very next thing, I'm like, what?
All right.
Because she's actually aware. Apparently, this person's mother probably did do this.
Jesus.
So she knows what she's saying, but then on the other hand, she also knows that she's gone, right? I'll get back to you in a second, Dodge. She's like, what does this have to do with me?
I know what it has to do with me.
So I see this, and I'm like, she's talking to a dude like that way about his mom unaliving themselves. Unaliving, is that we do?
Unalive themselves. I say that all the time.
We do that now, right? We don't say die anymore because we get blocked on Instagram for that.
Yep, unalive.
It's unalive. I get a call 6 o'clock, maybe the next day after I saw that viral moment, that moment on the internet. Help. I get 2 calls. I don't answer them. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. Then I get a text, help. I'm like, fuck. It's her. I'm like, help. It's crazy. So now I'm like getting dressed for work. And I'm just sitting there. I'm thinking like, ew. I don't want to answer this call. She either gonna want money or something. Help is like 6 o'clock in the morning. What could you? It could be that they caught her, and they're chasing her. She's hiding out. They done whipped her ass. She's on her way to hospital. It could be any of that. That's what I'm thinking with that situation.
On the run?
Not. I feel like the on the run thing was that she got out the mental hospital.
Oh, okay.
To be honest, I think that. Now, it was hard talking to her that day when she was here because it was just going everywhere. I was trying to figure it out, but I didn't want to even get too serious in this shit. I was trying to figure out what's what. But she's like, oh, look at my daughter's page. I'm like, I'm not looking at your daughter's. She's like, look at her stories. No, her daughter blocked her. So I said, I'm 50. I'm not going to be staring at your daughter's page. I don't want her to see some 50-year-old man in her think she's 16. I don't want to be, no. She's like, she's not going to think it. I'm thinking it. I don't want to, no. I have nothing to do with this. I finally call her that morning. She's like, yo, I need you to do me a favor. I'm like, oh, okay. It's money. She needs money. She's like, I'm with your friend. I was about to say Walter, but we know Walter. Give me a random name.
Randy?
Randy. I'm with Randy.
I don't know nigga's name Randy.
I'm with Randy right now. Tell that nigga I said, I'm not the one to fucking play with. You can't control me. None of that. He got a big ass dick. I'm about to fuck him. But just let him know.
Too much info.
I'm on the other end of the phone, Trom. Like, I'm just literally holding my temples, bro. Like, what is happening? Why would you send help to tell me that you're about to fuck this nigga? Why? What? How does that? What?
Oh shit.
You hear this nigga in the back like, oh my God. And in my mind, I'm thinking, what kind of idiot? What is wrong with you,
What's
nigga?
wrong with you? Like, you don't see that.
You
So you
can't-
finna like
You was really that horny?
Oh, the dude.
Yeah.
Randy?
fucking
I couldn't
Randy.
do 3 minutes. I'm talking about she walked up to me, started sobbing, stopped, said, that's a nice outfit, and can you charge my phone?
Niggas do a lot for the buns.
Nah,
was-
I'm
Son, it's no way.
y'all gotta value yourselves more
It's
than that.
no way.
No more free Randy.
No, son. Randy gotta do better, son.
Then maybe 2-3 days later, I get a text from another close friend of all of ours. Yo, call me ASAP. This nigga's in Williamsburg somewhere. Now, for the people across the country, I don't think y'all understand where Randy is, Canarsie. I'm in Best-Eye. Randy's in Canarsie,
Which is far.
which is what, half an hour from
Yeah.
here?
Yes.
She doesn't have a car, by the way. And there's literally no trains out there. It's
Right.
It's
you
like
gotta
one
find
way
it.
and one way out on a train.
It's you have to. I don't know how the fuck she's getting around. Who's the next friend? Give me another friend's name.
William.
William. Oh my God, that's really his name.
No, it's not.
It's William.
But it's not.
It's close. It's close.
It's not that close.
All right, his real, but it's all right. So let's call him Wills.
Jermaine. Call him Jermaine.
Jermaine is out in Williamsburg. He's texting me. He's like, "Yo, hit me ASAP. ASAP. Huge ASAP." I call him immediately. Yo, what's good? Yo. What's her name?
We didn't give her name.
I always give her a name.
Brenda.
Brenda's at
Brenda.
the shop. Not.
Okay.
She does have a baby. She's at the shop. He has a business. She's throwing my things around. The people in there are saying they're gonna call the cops. I can't get her out. What the fuck is going on? He's like, yo, I ain't messed with her in years. I haven't seen this girl in 4 years. I don't know why she came to this crib. How the fuck she got out there to Randy? How the fuck she get out to Randy in Canarsie? He don't leave Canarsie. She's from the Bronx. She lives in the Bronx.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot of traveling.
She's over in Williamsburg now at Jermaine's spot.
She's
Right?
just bouncing around,
I talked to
causing
Jermaine
havoc.
for about half an hour. I'm in the house. I want to say the next day. Tane hits my phone. Nigga. Guess who the fuck I saw? I said, Brenda.
Brenda outside.
Yo.
She's in the Bronx
God damn.
at work. She said, yo, she just ran down on me. Yo, she knew who I was immediately. Did she tell you that she's terminal? First thing she said, I have breast cancer. I'm terminal. I'm not taking the medicine. Don't try to tell me to take it.
What? Why would I tell you anything,
Off
ma'am?
the rip.
Has a whole thing with her. And I'm just like, okay. So I know the people who's listening to this podcast is like, yo, Tahoe, you're about as random as she is. You going, that's why y'all are friends. You going left and right and all that. But in my mind, as I go through this situation, and she's going through it, I'm not going through it. I feel so helpless because I'm watching my friend lose their shit. Gone. I Googled it. Is it hereditary? Is it genetic? They're saying that schizophrenia is passed down more so from the mom's gene than the father's gene. I don't know why. Maybe it's the incubation period or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, I'm watching my friend lose his shit, and I am totally. First, it's very saddened, a very sad moment. You know what I'm saying? To watch this happen to somebody you care about that you know for a long time, and you see this happen. So I get a call from Daj. Or I called Daj. First, I started cursing her out.
Immediately, like the nigga.
Same as I
didn't
did you
even say
today,
hello.
Tron. Don't worry about it.
It's
been
crazy.
going around.
I'm just like, why you just call me to trigger me? I was minding my business. Fix your face.
Because it's, I'm big on energy. I don't think that people are big on energy. I think that the average person doesn't really care about nobody else's energy. They're just worried about them. They go forward. They're doing what they're doing. Me, I'm soaking in what everybody else is giving off. I'm soaking it in. So I'm like, this energy. So she gives us this energy in the chat. So I call her like, B word. What the fuck? Da, 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 da. She just gets quiet. Excuse me? Did you just, and I'm not even going there because I don't even care how wrong I am. You're not going to tell me how wrong I am right now. Let me get my shit off. I have solutions.
The nigga called me flippant. Like, I didn't even do anything. What's your problem? Coming in the chat, talking all flippant.
Flippant. That's the word I use.
I was
flippant. By the way, did I win the homie court?
Well, yeah. Well, she didn't have a defense.
I don't know if we finished.
It's because I'm being Brenda right now.
Being flippant.
I'm being Brenda and I'm being flippant.
It's like all over the place.
Then Daj basically goes into how she has this mood disorder.
Yeah, I've been told y'all that.
Yeah. And how it isn't something that she can control. It just happens. And so tell us, if you can, like, what that's like and how it affects you.
And this is when we had the conversation about your friend, and it's just like, there's really nothing that you can do. So with my mood disorder, I go through extreme highs and extreme lows, and nothing triggers it. So I have something called dysmic disorder, which is like a long-lasting sense of depression. So like, I can wake up one day, not speak to anybody, nothing happened, not a bad dream, nothing, and my mood is just in the fucking toilet, like, and it's very difficult for me to bring it back up. So I kind of like push through. So I went to work that day. I pushed through my day. I had practice after school, pushed through that. Got home, was chilling with Parker, all energetic. Like, we're reading books, we're writing and stuff. And by the time she went to bed, I just literally just started crying. Just like, not for no reason.
Because you have kids.
It's not for no reason, but
Having
there was
kids
no
is
reason.
depressing, bro. You ever go to Dave and Buster's with kids?
We have fun with them kids.
Why the fuck you gotta bring kids to Dave and Buster's?
Listen,
Sucks, bro.
kids that's a whole nother story. Because kids don't give a fuck about your mental health. Like, it be the day that your mental health is the worst, and they want to be tap dancing on your skull. Like, why don't you respect my shit?
Exactly.
But it's difficult for me sometimes, because when you're sad, or if I'm crying, or if I'm angry, the first thing somebody that cares is going to say, well, what's wrong? Or what happened?
Exactly.
And I feel like people are not as empathetic when the answer is nothing. Because they're either thinking like you're deflecting or you're being defensive. Like, what do you mean nothing? You're crying, so how can nothing be wrong? My nigga, nothing is wrong. Nothing has happened. This is my mood right now, and I just got to ride it out. Like, I got to see it through, my guy. Like, there's nothing I can do to stop it. So it really ain't nothing.
You could just be like, oh, it's the
so
the
I
mood
say
disorder.
things, yeah. So
You know
like,
what I mean?
I would say like my mood disorder is disordering. Like I am in disarray. Like, that's how I communicate with Drew when I'm having my moments, and he's like, "What's wrong?" My mood disorder is disordering. Like, my shit swinging from left to right.
How often does that happen?
It used to happen way more often, but I think with the happier that I've been, like, I don't have these episodes as much. So I maybe quarterly.
I hate it. I actually hate the fact that she has these mood disorders. I don't like that when people come to me with situations that to me are solvable, and I'm trying to give them advice. I'm like, okay, you can do this. Let's do this. You can do that. This is easy. And they look at me like,
nah,
I don't know what you're talking about. Like, that doesn't work for me. And I'm like, this is simple. 1 + 1, A, B, C. You just get to C. And then, like, that's not how this works. You have to mind your business. Like, as a friend, I'm thinking with friends, this is the way I friend. I help solve things, trying to be supportive, try to talk you through it. Maybe you can't see how easy this is to solve. And then they're consistently like, no, that's not how this works. So now, being that we've had these conversations for the last 2 years, I believe, it's been 2 years since we were talking mental health. Before that, it was just me being old and bothered. I learned I got to step back and not say nothing. Or just allow people, just listen and allow people to go through their shit. And I just got to just watch you go through your shit.
Yep.
It sucks. It really sucks. I think with an ex-partner that I had on these podcasts, I used to watch certain things happen. Mm-hmm. And I try to talk to him all the time, try to work through it. And I think that was a problem, one of our problems. That I always try to help push you through this thing that you're going through. You got to talk to me. You got to.
Yeah, it's hard not to want to try to fix this shit, especially for somebody you care about.
And it becomes contentious because now you're part of the problem.
Yeah, especially if like when you're already kind of going through your emotions and somebody's like pushing you to do something that you can't do. It's not that I don't want to. It's not that I don't want to fix it or I don't want to explain how we can possibly fix it. I literally can't. Like, there's nothing we can do. If I'm in a mood, how do we fix that? Like, what is there that a friend can say? Like, oh, let's go out. Nah, because I'm in a
Well, don't you have like some coping mechanisms, things that help you get through?
Sometimes, yes. Like, I have my own things that tools that weren't given to me, but tools that work for me, if that makes sense. But sometimes I just have to go into my medicinal bag and I have like a specific strain for my mood disorder that literally makes me happy almost immediately.
Nice.
Or if not extremely happy, definitely like levels me out.
Nice.
That I forgot about. And then I'm sitting there just crying and Drew is like,
here we go with this nigga Drew.
he's like, yo, can you please go get your happy drugs? And I'm like, oh.
This nigga's the answer to everything.
So I just got him, started watching that 90s show and was cracking up. And then like,
that's why I take this shit personally.
Why?
Because this miracle nigga here,
not a miracle.
he can solve anything. I'm the friend that's known you for all this time. I do it. I'm part of the problem. If I try to suggest anything, I'm part of the problem.
That's crazy.
You don't understand.
What did you try to suggest? You didn't.
But here, Miracle Man.
But he knew exactly. Like that's the key. Like go do that, and then you'll be better. So I was better. Why you not happy?
I am. I'm just a ornery old man. I do want to say to anybody that's out there that's dealing with that has friends or family, especially family. I don't know if you guys saw that, or the daughter was talking to her father, and it's a white couple, white lady, daughter talking to her father. And she's like asking him about his family, asking him about his marriage. And the caption is, he has dementia. He doesn't know it's me. I'm his daughter. But he's always talking good about his children and his wife. And the father's talking to this seemingly stranger as if he's telling her how dope his family is. But the girl he's talking to is his daughter.
Wow.
That shit is heartbreaking.
And
Dementia
I was like, it's no way. I don't care how much racism and prejudice you have towards anybody. It's no way that you see humanity like that. That shit doesn't affect you. You know what I'm saying? So that shit just kind of like broke everybody down who watched it was like, oh shit, I'm in tears. God, fuck these people. But if you're out there and you're dealing with people, you know, you got your elders have Alzheimer's, and you got dementia, you have schizophrenia, you have mood disorders, dyslexia. Dyslex.
What are you talking about?
Dyslex.
Oh, dysmic.
Dysmic.
Yeah, it's a TH. Dysmic.
Where's the T?
It's DSYTHMIC.
Why do these words have to be so weird?
Yeah, with the vowels.
Why do they have to be that
I
way?
don't know.
Who's making these shits up?
Merriam-Webster and
Is that like a couple?
Merriam-Webster? That's the person that makes the dictionary.
Is it one person?
I think it's two people.
It's a
Miriam and it's like Miriam Dash.
Was they fucking?
I don't know.
Miriam and Webster probably was fucking.
I'm thinking it
Man,
was
come up with all these words
I'm
together.
pretty sure it was
Yeah,
two
right.
white men.
That don't mean they
You're
wasn't fucking. All right. Welcome back to So Shameless Show.
They're brothers.
Still doesn't mean they wasn't fucking. They white. How y'all doing out there in the working world right now? I hope you're enjoying your life. I know. Have y'all had a winter? And
What do you
where
mean
y'all are
winter?
from?
Oh.
Where the people out there are at? Have y'all had a real winter? Do you miss it? Do y'all miss the snow?
I don't miss it at all.
Hell no.
So I heard a theory yesterday that winter is just going to be a month late, and that'll be tragic if it's still winter like in April.
Yeah, I
hope
think
that
it's gonna
ain't
be.
the
It's supposed to be February, March now, somewhat, and it's
Yeah.
actually pushing hard. Like it's been 50 degrees.
right.
It's been 50 degrees. I haven't worn a real coat. Like I feel like I'm playing myself.
I
with a
love
coat.
it. My fits have been fitting because of the weather.
You know you overdressed.
Overdressed.
You had that bright orange coat.
But how does that make me overdressed? Just
I'm
the
hating.
coat?
I like the coat.
I know you love the coat. I don't understand like why you can't just say like, yo, that's a nice coat, sis. Like you just been saying mad little hater shit for like 24 hours.
That's not true. I said one hater thing just now in appreciation for the coat.
You ain't no that DM was not an appreciation for the
I
coat.
said now we got orange leather. Now we got orange coats.
What does that mean? Now we got orange coats.
Because you shop a lot.
No, I don't. You don't even know where that coat came from.
Okay.
I didn't buy it.
So
what's your point?
now we just got orange coats. That's what it said.
Don't that sound like some sneak diss and shit? Like, oh, now bitches
That's
got
not a
orange
diss.
coats.
Now
What
bitches
does
got
that
orange coats.
mean, though?
You got an orange coat.
I'm aware that I have an orange coat.
It's cool.
You want to borrow it? Like, what's tea?
Yeah. That shit hard.
It's fire. I got
that's
it for
hard.
Christmas.
That's hard. So shout out to y'all. I don't know if y'all have had. I miss the snow. I get paid for the shit, but the problem is that when it snows in March, the shit melts immediately.
Because it's warm outside,
Yeah. So they'll have a horrible night, and 2-3 days the ground is just wet. The snow's gone, and I got to get back. So all my overtime is fucked up and all that. So, but whatever. Beyonce was in Dubai. Drake was in the Apollo.
Mm-hmm.
If you could have went to one, which one would you go to?
I mean, Dubai.
Definitely Dubai.
But
If you go ahead.
Drake would have been easier to get to, though.
If you could go to a Drake B-sides or Beyonce B-sides, which you go to?
Beyonce.
Drake.
I asked Tane, she said Drake. I looked at her like, you
Really?
whack bitch. No, sorry. I personally, if a woman doesn't want to see Beyonce, that shit kind of, it's like the third time I dropped that shit today. If a woman doesn't want to see Beyonce, it kind of says something about her character.
Like, what does it say
I feel
about her
like-
character?
I feel like Drake's B-sides is more fire than Beyonce's B-sides. That's just me. I'm not saying Beyonce's hits are probably more
Beyonce
fire
go in
than
there,
Drake's
start
hits.
singing Halo, everybody fucking crying, Ave Maria.
That ain't a
Shitting me?
B-side, though.
Ave Maria is a B-side.
Oh, I thought you said Halo.
Halo is a B-side
Halo
too.
is one of her biggest hits.
Halo? One of
Absolutely.
her
Definitely
biggest
one.
hits?
As far as like mainstream, like that's
I know the song, fool.
those are the songs that the white people know. Halo is a big hit.
Beyonce.
I looked at Tanae like, you want to go to, and I'm a Drakey. I'm a Drake. I don't want to
I'm
go
a
to
Drakey,
Beyonce over
goes
Drake,
crazy.
but you want to go to Drake over Beyonce? I was like, what kind of woman wants to go to see Drake over Beyonce?
A gangster.
That's why I know she's an Android person.
Oh my God. What does that mean?
What?
What does that have to do with anything?
You have an Android for real?
No,
Oh.
When did you had an Android?
Okay, but what do I have now?
Right before, but you just came over to iPhone because you knew that was what I had.
I had an iPhone before you.
How long before me?
Doesn't matter.
She said
month?
before you.
2 months?
Before you.
2 months before you met me. That means you was really an Android person your whole life, and you would not go see Beyonce.
I've been to a Beyonce concert. I haven't
Yeah.
been to a Drake concert. That's why I said I went to see Drake.
Makes sense.
I haven't been to a Drake concert either, but that's Beyonce.
It's
You're getting
Beyonce.
a performance.
Right,
You're
so-
getting like a whole, like this is like a package versus Drake dressed like Cameron in Harlem in front of Cameron. Like it's weird. Like nah, just
Yeah, what was that though? Him wearing the cam coat and
I
the
don't
cam headband.
Trying to play homage.
maybe.
Yeah, it's kind of weak. Like, don't do too much. Ooh, I could shoot at Tanae again if I feel like it. I got another one.
Wow.
Huh? You all right?
You came with a loaded clip this morning, huh?
Right, it's
Right.
the Lord's Day. You gotta be nicer than this.
No, I don't.
Okay. Well,
I really do. You really do. All right, serious shit. Do you ever actually want to go to heaven?
As opposed to
I don't know. I just,
Is there somebody somewhere else we're supposed to go?
I mean, I'm a black man living on Earth. Like, how much worse can it be?
I
To go to hell?
worse.
That you be no, I'm sorry.
No. What?
Oh shit.
I didn't say it. You can't say I didn't say it.
You didn't say it.
The kind of rules that they might have up there.
Why do you think there are rules? What rules do you think there are?
I mean, what do you think the worst parts of heaven could be?
It's boring. All the cool people not there.
None of the cool people are in heaven.
You don't get to do no cool stuff. Like can I drink tequila in heaven?
Can you drink tequila at like 9 a.m.? Ain't nothing to do.
What you think?
It's heaven. Why not?
You think it's just like a lit ass like
It's
party?
not
Drinking
lit.
tequila in hell?
It's
Hell yeah.
hell yeah. Only thing is they make you drink way too much, like the worst drunk nights ever.
You
Continuously.
drinking like Mad Dog 2020 in hell. You drinking like
No.
The strict shit, like your aunts and grandparents is up there and shit. It's like
Right.
a continuous like.
but everybody's
whack
in a good
vibe.
mood though. It's different.
And it's bright, like
It can't be fucking
bright
like
as fuck.
that.
Can you have sex in heaven?
Why not?
Cause it's fornicating.
But heaven is all the good shit.
But what if like you get married and like your wife in heaven and the husband is in hell? So what they supposed to do?
Till death do we part. We already parted, so I'm single again.
You're just gonna be walking past your wife in heaven.
Yeah.
No, that's real. You're going to hell.
I'm a new nigga.
A whole new vibe.
No, that don't make no
vibe.
sense.
Yo.
You shitting me? You can't fight in heaven either. Can you imagine like somebody say something weird to you in heaven? You can't do nothing. Like pop them right in
Yeah,
the
like
face.
what's the vibes? What is it to do in heaven?
You're talking about
It's gonna be mad
hell,
sipping
though.
paints. That's what it is.
What's your vision of hell that makes you think that's a good time?
I don't know.
Have you listen?
I just feel
lived
like
it
all the
this
lit
my whole
niggas
life.
is gonna be down there. It's gonna be warm.
It's gonna be lit for real though.
A fire under your ass. I don't think niggas really down there burning for all
I
eternity.
think of heaven and hell. I think of like hell, like discomfort. Like I don't know. I feel like
Did you ever watch the show The Good Place? Oh man, so you're not gonna get it. The Good Place is fucking awesome, and it was literally like these people died and they went to the good place, which is like heaven, but they called it the good place. But then they found out in the first season that the good place was actually the bad place, which is hell, because all these like they're in like this beautiful community and shit, but like all these random like annoyingly bad things. And like, how is it possible that we're in the good place and all this stupid shit keeps happening? And they found out they was really in the bad place and they was having fun. It was like a
So what are one of the things that
torture.
the bad things happen? Like
Huh?
a little kid got hit or something by a bus or something?
No, it was like all you can eat like gelato or something, but the girl doesn't really like gelato, so it's like everywhere she turned the only thing that she could possibly eat is the thing that she didn't fucking like, and she's like, how the
But it was
fuck
all
is
you
this
could
the
eat.
good place?
Yeah.
Like
It was all you could
it was like these little subliminal things. Like she moved into a house and it was like mad clown pictures everywhere and she hated fucking clowns. Like just little torture things.
That's kind of dope. I want to watch this show now. The Good Place.
The Good Place, yeah.
Let's watch this as a community Discord.
It's old as fuck.
What I was speaking about. All right, so I'm gonna stop and touch on Drake real quick. You're a Drake fan?
yes,
You listen to Her Loss?
no.
Get out my house.
That's crazy. Why would you kick your best friend out
How
for
can
Drake?
he say he's a Drake fan but never listen to the album? Not even once. How? You have nothing to say for yourself.
I don't even know. What
There's
you're
absolutely
talking
nothing
about.
to say for
That's the name of
yourself.
the album. When did that come out? The name of the album is Her Loss.
Dash, I'm gonna just speak to you. Listen to Her Loss. You listen. You listen to some.
I'm not an album guy.
This is the last album. Like, that's this one. It's the 21 one.
It's literally just came out in December. It's
Oh,
Drake
with 21 Savage.
and 21
I
Savage.
never knew
Yes.
the name of the album. Yeah, I listened to the album. Her Loss. I didn't even know Drake album was a collaboration album.
That's literally a Drake album.
It is.
Crazy.
Y'all listen to Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which
You know I
album is
love
better?
Certified Lover Boy.
Good question.
Better? I don't think that's
Go through the
fair.
track list.
I don't think that's fair to put them against each other.
Why?
I'm not an album guy. Like, I listened to Certified Lover Boy a couple times, and Her Loss, didn't even finish it. But I've listened to every song, but not like in succession. I don't put on albums and listen to the whole albums. I
Nah,
put
Certified
on,
Lover Boy
I
might
put
really
on
be
songs.
it for
Yo,
me.
the way they drag Certified Lover Boy on the internet, they hate it.
Who hated
They
Certified Lover
hate
Boy?
it. Well, it's always the niggas.
Because they don't got no bitches.
They
We
don't get.
discussed
That's what I
this
said,
already.
that. Y'all don't get no bitches. This is why y'all like the 21 Savage one more, because he out here talking about knife talk and kill this and kill. You heard the nigga on Clubhouse the other day talking about you niggas. I'm kill you niggas and all this. Like
What?
30 murders.
Yeah, niggas, we done killed 30 niggas from over there, and ain't nobody from outside got touched yet. I'm like, yo, niggas, this is what y'all really doing with all this money in life that you living?
Right.
No, like men, y'all really have a problem. Like y'all really have like deep rooted emotional aggressive issues. Like why are niggas so angry? Why are niggas so angry?
You the one that told us that
because-
we supposed to go to war and die. So that's what niggas is doing. They're going to war. in the
Nah,
streets.
I'm gonna tell you why though. It's because men have to practice restraint. So we have backed up anger from all of these whack ass things that we don't really get to react to. Guess what women don't have to do?
What?
Practice restraint.
Why not?
Because y'all don't have to worry about death. Y'all don't worry about consequences. Y'all are chaotic as fuck.
That's not true.
Women
Y'all more
are
chaotic than
continuously
y'all.
arguing,
Y'all are more chaotic
continuously
than us.
complaining.
Yes, we argue. We use our words. Y'all be literally murking each other for nothing, like for nothing.
This is the truth. This is the truth.
Like women will
But
still
it's- I
punch
think
each
that's
other
more
in
out
the
of-
face. We still prepared
More
to take
often.
an L.
More
Y'all
often.
niggas are literally just unaliving each other
Women choose
over every
chaos
minor inconvenience.
throughout the day.
But how
Women
is that
men
not
don't
more
kill people throughout
chaotic?
the day.
What are you
Women
talking
choose
about?
chaos throughout every single day
That's
with
not
every single
true.
person. Y'all always chaotic.
No.
Men, like I said, we have to practice restraint because we know that it can go there.
But it
Like
always
they
goes
teach
there.
men, oh, don't hit back. Happy life, happy wife. Why? Because she's gonna choose chaos more than you.
That's crazy.
It can be over, and it's not over.
It's
Because how dare you even tried me?
because people play too much. Like stay
Exactly.
in your fucking lane.
Say that then. Exactly.
I just said it.
Women choose chaos at restaurants.
That's
Women
not
choose
true.
chaos at a red light.
Why do you
Yo,
call
you
everything chaos? Not everything is
You ever had a
fucking
woman
chaos.
try to run you off the road and you just like, oh, just because she's a woman. She thinks I did something to her. She thinks I tried to cut her off because she's a woman. I was just trying to go my way.
See?
Here she goes, trying to cut you off. And fuck you. You're like, yo. Did you ever tell your woman? Did you ever have a woman tell you suck her dick?
Nah, but you get them looks, though.
They are angry. I asked today the other day, I said, are women just like walking misery?
No, bitches be happy as fuck until niggas come around. Y'all be killing
Y'all
the vibe.
literally, I'm watching, what was we watching the other night? She's like, nigga, no, you just don't ask me nothing. Like, see? Fresh Prince.
The new one?
Yes, on
Okay.
Peacock, first season. The sisters, Aunt Viv and her sister,
Yeah.
beefing with each other. Aunt Viv, Will's mom pulls out a picture of her holding him as a baby. It's nicely framed. She's obviously lying to Will about where the father is. So Will starts questioning her about hey, who took this picture?
Right.
If it wasn't her, who took the
Right.
picture? Aunt Viv steps in. Hey, don't worry about that because we don't want you to know your father's still around.
Right.
Look at these sneakers we just bought you. Sneakers are great. Will's mom has a fucking meltdown over the sneakers. A meltdown.
Because
oh my
she
God.
felt like you tried to
You're
steal her shine in a moment. Like she got her son this sentimental gift that because she couldn't afford the sneakers that he wanted. So it was like sentiment over material. But when you a kid, you're going to want the material over the sentiment. So it's like we having a sentimental moment and then you just had to rain on my parade with these fucking
It had
sneakers.
nothing to do with you. This is why I'm saying are women walking misery. It literally had
No,
nothing to do
I'm
with
not-
you. I bought one thing. I had no idea what you bought. I didn't look at your gift and say, ooh, I know how I'm going to top that. And this turns into a whole war between these sisters, and men have nothing to do with this. This is literally women, two miseries colliding.
Two miseries colliding goes crazy.
An immovable object and an unstoppable force colliding. Vaginas. This is what it is.
I don't have the energy to fight with you on this today. And you know I don't.
So Beyonce had a tour.
She had a show.
She had a show out in Dubai. About a week ago, I'm on the internet. Y'all know how I finished that, as I usually am. AJ, Elijah, can you stop texting everybody, please? I bought the boy a phone, and now he's like, he's just texting everybody. I'm on the internet scrolling as I usually am, and I see a clip from the Sherry Shepherd show with Stephen A. Smith. And the caption reads, Stephen A. Smith reacts to news of Rihanna performing at the Super Bowl. Would you like to hear his commentary?
I would like to hear it.
No, I would
I don't want
not.
to say I'm not excited. She's fantastic. That's not where I'm going with this.
Okay, where you going?
Ladies and gentlemen, she's a lot of things. She's spectacular, actually.
Yes.
And congratulations on new mamahood.
Yes. I think
There's one thing she's not.
Uh-huh.
She ain't Beyonce.
I know she's not Beyonce, but you know, wait a minute, hold up.
Hold on.
Steven.
The only reason I brought up Beyonce
Yes.
is because Beyonce recently performed at the Super Bowl.
Yes, she did.
And without Bruno Mars and Coldplay.
Okay, so Beyonce performed, but she's had her time.
I see.
Now there's Rihanna. Rihanna's coming back. She got that extra of motherhood.
Oh, fine.
I like Rihanna.
You know what? I like television.
Uh-huh.
I like a lot of talent out there. There's some spectacular females in television. I just want to say that. Everybody ain't Sherry.
Okay, everybody's not sharing.
That's not throwing shade on them.
Pandering ass.
Ah.
Yo,
What do y'all think? What do we
man.
think?
That was a terrible take, Stephen A. It's like that classic, there could only be one woman at a time type of shit. Like, just because Beyonce's dope don't mean Rihanna ain't dope in her own right. Like, why you
and
gotta
her own
compare?
right goes crazy.
Rihanna is just as fire as Beyonce. Beyonce has her own lane. Rihanna has her. Their lanes don't collide.
Right.
Like, I feel like Beyonce is great for women empowerment, for speaking on women's experiences. I think that Rihanna has a whole different type of music, though. Not that it isn't speaking on women's experiences, but as a guy, I will probably be able to relate more to Rihanna's music than Beyonce's. I will be able to understand Beyonce's music and still vibe to it, understand it, like, you know, just out of support for women and whatnot. But Beyonce been dragging niggas since the 90s. Say my name. She's been dragging niggas for years. This is her lane. She created damn near the lane. Rihanna is more of a general love, pain, hurt, you know, success. Hey, I'm a bitch and you better get out my way. Remember she was talking about killing somebody in one of her, she said murder. What was it? I think I killed a nigga.
I'm not excited to see Rihanna perform at the Super Bowl
Why?
because I don't want to hear Pon de Replay. I
You don't
want to
hear the
fucking
Black Panther
Umbrella.
song.
I
Lift-
definitely
you
don't
don't
want
wanna
to hear
hear
that
Lift Me
funeral
Up.
song.
You don't want to hear Lift Me Up.
No, I don't.
Lift Me Up has not grown on
I
you.
was so excited when they announced it because I'm like, oh, so that means maybe she gonna drop like an album. So then we got something new, and then she gonna perform at the Super Bowl. And like the closer we get to the Super Bowl, the more I realize that she's not gonna give me what I want, and it makes me very sad
What make you think that?
because it's too late.
Just hateful.
It was like 2 weeks left.
She's not gonna release the album.
Maybe
now.
if she
gonna
releases a
it-
single, can I know the words to it? Give me something to look
She's
forward
gonna release
to.
it as the Super Bowl is being aired.
I
That's how
hate
it works.
that shit. I hate when they do that. I can't sing along to a song I never heard before.
She's gonna perform.
Let me be happy.
Dog, she's gonna perform her classic songs that you know. She's gonna increase in popularity. Everybody's gonna go to Google and Tidal and Spotify and look for her, and her new album is gonna be there that day.
I want the merch though. The merch is cute.
Super Bowl merch?
The Rihanna Super Bowl merch. Yeah.
Rihanna's big fire. I'm just as much. I think I'm more of a Rihanna fan than a Beyonce fan, but I'm still a huge Beyonce fan. Huge Beyonce fan. I just think that people need to suck her dick though. Like, suck Rihanna's dick.
People don't.
I'm telling you, suck her dick.
Me to suck Rihanna's dick.
Yeah.
Me personally.
Big time. It's
Oh,
the second
thank
time
you.
on the show. You wouldn't suck Rihanna's dick?
I don't understand this question. I don't understand the question.
Me neither.
She was like, wait, disrespectfully or respectfully?
I don't know what to say to that.
Respectfully, yes. Disrespectfully, no.
Like you're saying for you, like you would suck Rihanna's dick.
Nah, I don't suck dick.
But it's
I mean,
Rihanna's.
you don't either, right? Let's move on.
This is so much fun. And he really trying to kick me while I'm down. It's okay though.
What, the fact that you high? Oh, impaired.
I'm impaired today.
She can't fight back.
I can't. Like I'm barely
Too
like
smooth.
keeping it together right
It's
now.
too smooth. Everything is too. It's just too cool. Like when you're on that, you're just too cool. You gotta be in the Discord to know what it is. Maybe she'll share her experience in the Discord, but everything's too smooth where she's at right now. It's just lift me up.
So no, seriously. That song is mad
Hold me
sad.
down. Bang. Trav sent us in a bunch of topics. We still got this week's in these niggas. We still got this week's in these bitches. We got a bunch of cap and no caps. I still got a couple of my own topics. Mm-hmm. Where y'all want to go? Y'all want to go up or y'all want to go down?
Up.
Happy or
Happy.
serious?
Always happy. I don't want to fight today.
When his first kid is a daughter, somebody typed several red flags.
What?
Do y'all agree?
No.
I don't understand. What's the logic behind that?
If a guy's a piece of shit, is he more likely to have a daughter first or a boy?
Oh, that stereotype
Yeah.
that the worse you are, you're gonna have the opposite.
That's what they
sex.
say.
Yeah.
Is that based on some type of science, or is that just niggas just making
you got
shit
two
Why?
girls.
Because I was about to say, because you got two girls, you
Nah,
like,
I
wait.
mean, my brother got 3 girls, but like seriously, like it sounds funny. It's real superstitious or whatever you want to call it, but is that based on any type of
No, it's no
logic about
science.
how the body
So-
works?
When I was in the street, right, Raj BR was telling me, he was like, yo, when I had a daughter, I was happy I was having a daughter. I was happy I was having a kid, period. But I wanted a boy. And he was like, nah, you can't have a boy. He was like, nigga, you wild enough as it is. You needed to have a daughter or you'd be dead. And he's like, a daughter is going to show you humanity. A boy, you just going to teach him the worst parts, do the worst shit. You know what I'm saying? You just going to keep going till you drive right off the side of the cliff. You needed to have a daughter. I needed to be able to see you walking down a block with this little ass girl in your hand because that teaches you a little bit more, responsibility or something. Whereas a boy,
that.
you don't give a fuck. Do y'all understand that?
I
Yeah.
get that in totality. My uncle says all the time that me and my cousin saved his life because he had to get home to his nieces. Like that was his thought process. Like I gotta go get home to my girls. So I'm not allowed. Like I'm not doing none of this like felonious shit in the street anymore because I had to be there for my girls. Because there was a point when he had beef, and my aunt and my mother was just like, for how long you have that beef, you can't see the girls. You can't walk with them. You can't babysit them, nothing, because I don't want you to have the girls with you and then something happen because you got this beef in the hood. And my uncle was like, that's when he kind of compartmentalized his behavior because got to make it home
You
to
got to
his
be more
nieces.
delicate with girls.
Yeah.
So you got to change a little bit, make adjustments.
I'm about to.
About to what?
I was trying to stay away from the man-female thing, but it's going into something, and it'll lead right into where Trav had us put too. Why do I have to be the bearer of bad news? For one,
Never bad news.
Charleston White or Trelacy?
What?
Pick. Toro.
I don't know what that means. I
Your
don't
mic
even know
on?
what you just said.
Toro look high too. Charleston White or Trill AC? Just pick one.
Charleston White, because I don't know who the other person.
Trill AC, that's not a nigga off of Twitter.
Yeah.
Charleston White, that's that old man that get mad at everybody.
Old comedian.
Fuck King Von.
Yeah, like he hate black people.
Mm-hmm.
Charleston White.
Charleston White. You want to go there first?
He's funny.
A mother's love is not sufficient enough for a boy. He have to have some type of male love, and it has to be consistent to even balance out the consistency of a mother's love. Without that balance, mothers ruin boys. You love on them too long, you ruin him. At some point, he has to go through some training or some discipline, some hard teachings. Man, I ain't never been spanked by a man. I ain't never had a hug from a man. I ain't never heard a man say, I'm proud of you. It was all mama. Even though our uncles was around, they street guys. They teaching you the bullshit. And they young. So I ain't never seen a man come out my mother's bedroom, but she had a boyfriend. Yeah. So that aspect of just growing up with that missing piece of a male figure in your life, naturally, you seek out to fill that void away from your mother's home. The things that your mother tell you to do don't make sense amongst boys. When you become an adolescent, and the things that your mother say to you, if you go out there and do that with other boys, you go get treated.
I don't know what the hell he was going with the end of it, but it sounded pretty good. What do y'all think?
You know, I can't really relate, but it sounds legit.
Why you say that?
It sounds like it makes sense. I mean, because I grew up with both my parents, but it still sounds like it makes sense. I could definitely see the logic in that.
Do you, when you say that, because I know you have your own personal life experience, but you've seen people around you grow up without a dad.
True.
You don't see any type of difference that you can pinpoint, like, oh, he acts like that because he didn't have no male figure around him.
Yeah, and I guess that's why I could say that it sounds legit. Like, it sounds like it makes sense.
To me, I've seen you over the years.
Mm-hmm.
When we were younger, I don't see that you were. I think we were more rebellious when we were younger, but as you got older, it seemed to me like you started patterning yourself around the male figures that you related to in your life.
Yeah.
Your dad, your brother, you start saying, okay, where do I?
And not even consciously. You know what I mean? I like morphed into my pops without realizing it. You know what I mean? Right. I would have never thought I was.
But you would have never did that without that figure there.
Exactly.
So you'd have been a little bit more like, me. I was like, wait, I'm all over. I was like, wait, there's an example right here. Me. You would, if you didn't have an example of where, what you to compare yourself or what you might want to be like at the end of the day, even subconsciously, where would they have left you?
Makes a lot of sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You always say to yourself, when I asked you the other day, we was talking about some shit that's going on in your life, and I was like, do you speak to your pops? Because I know that that's kind of rooting for you. It's a root. It's a, It's a root. It's fine.
Root
was good?
Yeah.
Like that's your something roots. Else. Because rooting is like, hurrah, hurrah, yay, go.
Oh.
Like a foundation.
Foundation.
Yeah.
Shut up, Dodge.
I'm shutting the fuck up.
You usually come up with the words, but you on your lift me up.
Stop singing that song.
Dodge, how you feel about this?
I agree 100%. I've said it before that even in a single mother environment, if you have the option or if it's possible, that boys need to live with their fathers. Like, you need to get them little niggas up. They need to go with their dad for an extended period of time. Because I see the difference between even children that are raised with their parents or their fathers in the house, or that's like a strong person in their life versus when they're not there. It all comes out. Like, you could just tell. Like, I feel like men that are surrounded by women and don't have strong male figures in their life, they tend to be more argumentative. They tend to be more catty. They tend to be more manipulative.
They argue because they learn it from women.
Yeah, and then like they also tend to lack accountability more than others, because like I've seen mothers that know that their son is dating multiple women and smiling at everybody's faces. Like, you're not even holding your son accountable for his own behavior in your own house, like, or just seeing boys get away with some crazy shit, like even in like when they're younger, like they will argue like more than girls, and it's like, why are you so catty? Like, just chill out, like it's not that serious.
Yeah,
but
that all makes sense. I think just children in general need somebody to emulate, right? And if you're a boy becoming a man, it's hard to emulate your mom to become a man, because it's just a different,
because you don't really know. Like, I can't teach a boy how to be a man. Like a man can't teach a girl how to be a girl. Like, there are just certain things that we just will never relate on. We're never going to see eye to eye on, and that's fine. But that's why you have two parents.
Right.
You're supposed to have that balance between the femininity and the masculine in your energy.
But why is it okay for women? I know y'all don't want to hear this. It's like, oh, here he goes. I have to, because it goes into the next topic for one. But it's like, oh, if the man is if a man grows up without a man in his life, then he acts catty. He's this, he's that. That's how women act. Why is it okay for y'all to act like that? Why is that? It's so unnecessary. And this is what I was saying earlier. It's chaotic. It's continuous chaos. So, fine. It's cool that y'all act that way. Does the presence of a man in a woman's life change her from being that way? Or is that just how y'all are?
I think sometimes, because dads don't put up with the same shit that a mom puts up with, and vice versa. Like, I know my limits of me being like an asshole, especially when it comes to men. Like, I always know my limits. I'm like, let me chill out. You put a little bit too much bass in your voice with me, I'm shutting the fuck up. Like, you got it. You win. But my dad used to do that, and my uncles used to do it, and definitely my grandfather, because he was just like, he put on that certain tone, everything in the house shuts down. Everybody shuts up. Like, the male energy in the house just said what they had to say, and everybody, you just gonna have to fall back. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's all about balance. Like, if one person is super aggressive, the other person is super laid back, then that balance, the laid back person is probably gonna get some of that aggressive energy, and vice versa. And both people need that, you know what I mean, to become a more balanced person. So when you got that male figure in the household, I think it allows women to absorb some of that energy, some of that masculine energy, you know what I mean? And they might move different.
The reason I brought this up, I know y'all like, yo, Tahoe, okay, you hate women, okay, okay, we get it, Jesus Christ. But it wasn't that. It's that I'm trying to connect the two, Charleston White and the Trill AC, and then something that Daj said in there kind of made it an easier play. So I was just trying to build on that. And let's listen to Trill AC so y'all can actually hear.
Right, don't take criticism real, right? So even if she asks you something,
he said
most women, right, don't take criticism real, right? So even if she asks you something, let's say, you know what, are you making me happy? And I look at you and say, no, you're not. You're not doing this. I feel like your cooking is not that good. I feel like I'm not getting sex as frequently as I would like, or as frequently as you advertised when we were in the dating stage. I feel like you are not that attentive to me and things that you don't benefit from. I feel like, XYZ, a man get to laying that shit out to most women. If we gonna be honest, she gonna, like, all she heard is what I'm not doing. And typically how that goes is it gets flipped immediately. Oh, yeah, well, when you do this, or what you doing, instead of actually taking the criticism that a man's giving you, going back to work on it, and implementing it into the relationship like men have to do. So that's why I feel like the disconnect is women talk like it's very easy for this man to just communicate what you're not doing and I'll go fix it. That's not the case.
Look at Daj. She looked down at the ground. She had to think, 'cause she don't like that nigga.
I don't
She
know
found
that
herself
man.
nodding.
I don't know him. I don't have no beef with him. I don't know that man.
Oh, by the way, did I tell you that Rico said he wants to come on the show?
Bring him.
I'm like, let me prepare this. I don't know. Dodge, she definitely said she don't like Rico. So
I don't like his views on things.
he's been getting a lot more mature with his answers. But
Okay.
what do y'all think about this? Trill AC.
I mean, sounds pretty accurate, actually.
She just smiled. No beef. This is weird. This is weird, man. She just smiled. I was talking to a friend, Leah, on Twitter yesterday, and I was speaking about why is it that certain people, when she went in the other room, like to hold on to an attitude for mad long instead of processing their emotions, figuring out where they were triggered and bothered, and expressing that in a way where a person can understand it, and then we move forward.
Right.
Because that's more work.
Why is it? It's more work.
That's more work. The things that you
It's
just
like-
itemize is way more work than to being fake mad about something forever. Like,
It's easier to just stay mad.
it's easier to stay mad than to have to process and communicate and like, I guess, walk with your tail between your legs and like try to actually solve something. It's
Right.
not the same energy.
Leah actually answered, well, I know when I express myself to people, I get little to no response or change behavior. And I personally just shut down after that. And I can understand that. I get, when you express yourself, it's like how many times I'm going to feel vulnerable telling you what bothered me, and then you don't do nothing. It just make me look like I'm a pussy. Oh, I'm pussy. Okay. Because I'm not coming back again to tell you how I'm bothered again.
Yeah.
Next time you're going to get this work.
Yeah. I agree with that. That's still my toxic side.
My problem with that, though, did you have more?
Go ahead.
Is, are you sure that the way you communicate is a way that a person can receive in a positive way? Because just because you told me that you was bothered does not mean you told me in a way that was appropriate, things that didn't trigger me in a way through the way that you told me, your tone. Communication is way more than just the words. Right? Your tone, the behavior that's associated with this problem also is something that can trigger me so that I'm not really paying attention. The things that you use, the words that you actually use, were they processable? Or was it something that now I can't even really fuck with?
That's a really good point. Communication is a lot more of a thorough process than just saying words. Communication is making sure that the person understands exactly what you're trying to say and that the goal is being achieved. You know what I mean? I learned that from like writing a to-do list. I used to write down like, I got to call my mechanic today, right? And then I called my mechanic, he didn't pick up, I checked the box. I called him, you know what I mean? Whereas actually on the to-do list, you know what I mean? Actually on the to-do list should have been get your brake pads replaced.
Right.
So if he don't answer, I either gotta
Find somebody else
or go down to the shop, even if he's not answering the phone, like get the shit fixed. Like, you know what I mean? So it's a different approach, and communication is way more thorough than just being like, oh, well, I told you what was wrong, but how did you tell me? How did you communicate? Was it in a way that I could receive it well? Or did you say it in a way where now
I'm triggered by the way you spoke to me.
Exactly. And now it's a different set of problems that we're dealing with, and it wasn't communicated effectively. So where are we? We didn't solve nothing.
Or you just threw a bunch of shit at me that I'm not able to like say, I didn't mean to do that. So I don't know how it triggered you. You just threw mad of your shit on me. And I know I didn't do that. But it's just hard to get past certain things when the communication isn't appropriate. Like, you got to learn, people got to realize that communication is just more than saying, I don't like what you did.
Yeah, but
It's
then
more
you
than that.
also have to be very wary of who you're communicating with, because sometimes people, when they also have not done the emotional work that they need to do, when you try to communicate effectively, they end up getting defensive, because that goes to like their childhood trauma. Like when you have, or you confront somebody with something, you immediately just get defensive instead of actually taking in what is being said. And that's something that you need to take into account as well. Because I can communicate effectively, but if I'm talking to a person that is traumatized or somebody that gets defensive, then I need to find alternate ways to communicate. And sometimes I have to communicate the same thing more than once in a different way so that they understand it.
I feel that. Do you think that everybody like can? All right. So all right. This is a stupid question. communication can be the deal breaker. That y'all just don't communicate well.
Yeah.
Y'all just don't. Like, no matter what, y'all can love each other, you can like each other, the sex can be great. Y'all don't communicate well.
Yes, that is a big deal breaker. I remember when I used to date, I used to say, like, I need to get into an argument with you first before I can see myself, like, in a relationship or, like, commit to a person, because I need to know how we communicate when we're at odds. Because if it's bad, or I can't communicate with you, or we can't figure out a way to, like, understand each other in the midst of anger, I can't be with you, because I'm not finna be sitting there arguing with nobody because we can't see eye to eye on communication. I'm not doing it.
Think, Trav, you might love this, you might not. I want you to know, I played this down to the wire, bro. Just need you to understand what's about to happen right now. I feel like this communication thing is actually very visible in this Blueface Christian relationship. I saw a tweet on the internet the other day, and the tweet said, let me see it. I always do this, right? I'm never ready. I'm just sitting there stroking my dick in front of y'all for so long. Say, Trav, yo, this is, I could have just had the tweet ready. But I had to sit there and stroke my shit first, right? Just kind of nigga I am. I could have, Toro, I could have literally just sat here and looked for this shit instead of just waiting to stroke my shit in front of all these people. But I had to.
That's who you is.
That's who I am. The tweet goes, y'all gotta face reality. The only way they'll admit Blueface is a victim is if she kills him. Stop arguing with people. Do y'all agree?
The only way we will see Blueface as a victim.
Do y'all think that he's a victim?
No.
Why not? She's always beating him up. I never seen him punch her.
You never seen it, but that don't mean it didn't happen, because they fight each other. Like, she don't just be. They've said it before.
Who?
Like, we've seen it.
I've never seen him beat her.
Didn't he pull out a fucking braid or some shit?
He need her?
Yeah, the footage.
I mean,
yeah.
a knee.
A knee?
like a UFC knee?
Yeah,
Yes.
like what kind of, like a Yu-Gi-Oh, like a Aryuget?
No, they fight each other. Like, we're not gonna do that. I don't think that he's a victim at all. I think that is one of the most toxic things I've ever seen play out in front of us, and I find it very annoying every time I see them on a blog, because I'm like, y'all are just adding fuel to this fire of toxicity. Like, this is something that's entertaining, but these are, like, real people's lives. Like, I think this shit is sad, but he has the ability to leave her if he wants to, but they're so codependent on each other. Like, he hasn't come out with a song in years, and the only song that we know,
Thankfully.
we was literally saying that this nigga sucks and he can't rap on beat for shit, but it just happened to be a viral sound. Like, he needs her. She keeps him relevant the same way he keeps her relevant. Like, he manipulates situations because now you have a show because of all of this, the negative shit that y'all put out and all of this ridiculous, horrendous behavior. Like, y'all playing each other's faces, y'all playing our faces all the time. He ain't no victim. He's a manipulator.
So you think it's all publicity stunt?
I don't think it's a publicity. I think that it's real. I think it's real toxic shit. But I also don't think that he's a victim more than I think that she's a victim. I feel like they're constantly using each other, so they can't leave each other. But they're not compatible. They're not two people that should even be in the same room, let alone in a relationship, let alone about to have a baby, allegedly. Whatever the fuck. Like,
A lot of people are blaming Blueface for her behavior. And I'm like,
how?
she's literally in, like, Bad Girls Club, and, like, she fights everybody all the time. This is not just him. I don't see him having that type of relationship with other people. You see her having that type of relationship with a lot of people. So, devil's advocate, all I'm going to say to counter that, or to go alongside it, because it isn't a counter, is that I don't believe that Blueface is responsible for her behavior.
Me either. I don't believe anybody's responsible for anybody's behavior.
But I will say, I don't think that he's a victim, because he purposely triggers her. And he also, as Dodge said, is making money off the shit. Like, he'll post the worst parts of her life. Like, how do you care about somebody and do shit like that?
That shit is such an abusive relationship. I hate it. Like, not only the physical, but the emotional and mental abuse. Like, the way this girl be, like, crying over this nigga, like...
That shit's sad.
It's
Even watching
so
her get
sad
kicked
to
out the
watch.
studio. Did you see her get kicked out of that
No jumper interview?
The other day?
I didn't see that.
Oh, that shit was sad, bro.
It was so sad. And she's, like, pleading with him, like, why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing that, bro?
She was
Why are you
obviously
doing
drunk
that?
as fuck. She's obviously drunk as fuck. But
I think in situations like that, both have some responsibility to bear. I hear what you're saying. Like, she'd probably be like that in all of her relationships with other dudes, but that doesn't mean he's not antagonizing the situation. You know what I mean? Like, I remember growing up, my brother had a temper, and I used to fuck with him. And it's like, yeah, he had a temper, and he would do shit that, he'd chase me around the kitchen with a knife, but I would purposely do shit to flare up his temper. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I'm culpable too. Like, I got some responsibility here. You know what I mean?
that nigga was violent, bro.
Yeah, I remember I used to like lean shit up against the kitchen cabinets so that when you open it, everything falls out on it.
Yeah, we used to do bad shit to that
Of course.
nigga.
Knowing that this nigga got a temper,
Nah, y'all...
and we in the kitchen with the knives, like, what do you think's gonna happen next? He's gonna chase me around with a knife. Like, I asked for it, right?
Jesus Christ. Not I asked for it.
Son, you should really just sit there and watch him, wait for him to open the shit, knowing like it's like we gotta eat cereal this morning, and let's lean the cereal box right outside this shit.
Just dumb shit. And then I go lock myself in the bathroom because I'd be like, I can stay here all day. If I gotta go to the bathroom, I'm here. Like,
That's
everything I
crazy.
need is here. Wait till my parents get home.
You're a fucking menace.
Nah, it was nuts. Both of them, but
I'm the menace though, but he chasing me with a knife. So
Yes,
it's like,
because you started it.
and he would try to hurt you. Like, I remember like he threw us off the stairs and like jumped on top of us. Like from
He
the
was
top step.
sick of you fucking
from the
kids.
top step.
He was sick of y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
niggas.
Like
But
he
it's
threw
like-
us down the steps and jumped off the top. Like, like that nigga's nuts.
but it's like,
Now he's the problem. though.
Yeah, he's hurt. Like, nigga, this is not fun. We was joking. This is painful.
but it's like, who's to blame, right? It's a circle. Everybody's to blame. Are we fucking with him because he got a temper, and he fucking with us because we antagonizing the temper? Like, who's to blame? It's a circle. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Who
No,
knows?
you dumbass kids fucking with him, even though you knew he
But
was
why
gonna
were
whoop
we
your
fucking
ass.
with him? We fucking
Because
with him
y'all was
because he
bored.
already was fucking with us.
Y'all had to be bored.
Apparently, I saw 3 pregnancy tests. I was like, this girl's nuts. The post 1.
Yeah.
Like
Why
she
you
said,
post
I'm
all 3?
triple confident about this. Yuck. This is what I said. You remember when I told y'all everybody shouldn't be allowed to have kids and it should be like an application process? I feel like they fail automatically. Like, no, this is bad. I am afraid.
It was very sad watching her get dragged out of the no jumper interview. I'm telling you right now. Watching her pregnant and having a baby is going to be worse. I feel horrible for Blueface.
He said that's not his kid though.
He said
Lord.
she stepped out on him with 10 different guys
Damn.
over the course of last year.
That's a lot.
I said, little pussy got some power. 10? 10? 10. Even Michael Jordan, he's like 6 and 6. 10 different niggas in the course of last, like, and that's cheating. Not just doing you. Not like she's just out 10 different cheats and you still let her come home?
I told you they manipulate and use each other because he does not have as much clout without her.
Imagine a baby though.
No, don't imagine a baby.
I said, I know that nigga sometimes be thinking he's in hell. But he has not met Lucifer yet. He is about to meet Lucifer. Because, when a woman, who was I speaking about? Was I speaking to you? That baby mama shit? No, I think I was speaking to Loon. I told him, stay away. I said, protect your penis, bro. Because the minute a lot of women will accept that baby mama shit, so I'm about to say some wild shit.
Okay,
It's like,
here we go.
you're not gonna treat me like just some random bitch. You're not gonna treat me just like some any bitch. I'm not just gonna abort this baby. I have a baby in my stomach. It's yours. You're gonna have to deal with this for the rest of your life. You thought that you was gonna get away scot-free. You thought you was gonna get some pussy, drive me crazy, and go fuck with these other bitches. You got to deal with me for the rest of your fucking life, nigga. Glad you got a good job. I got your social. My baby mother told me that. I got your social. I got everything I need. I think she said that too to her baby father. You know? You got mine too, don't you? Gotta get rid of her before she finds it. Women will keep that baby, bro, just so that they won't just be another chick that you was fucking with. Would you keep her? If you knew the nigga could not do nothing, absolute trash, more likely that you will get rid of it than a nigga that you know can, even if he don't want to.
Right. Yes.
Right or wrong?
Right.
You're like, you know what? Fuck it. This is a good position for me and my baby. Fuck that nigga. And he thought he was just gonna kick me to the curb. Am I wrong, y'all? Tell me if I'm wrong.
No.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. That way of thinking is wrong.
But
you're not wrong for pointing it out.
That's some people's reality out here. Yeah. Like it just is what it is.
It's just a terrible way to try to get back at somebody. Like, go fuck a ball player.
If that's what you know,
son, she's gonna keep that kid.
Yeah, she upset.
And she is not going to be this Christian anymore. She gets past that first trimester, that shit growing and all that begging for blue, I love you. That shit's out the door. Fuck you, nigga. That's what comes next. And that's for the next 20, 30 years. Fuck you. You tried it. You thought you had me beat. Got you. Am I wrong?
Got you goes crazy.
Am I wrong?
Hopefully you are, but probably not.
Dodge, you don't have no friends like that?
This is going to be the most horrible thing ever to watch.
Dodge,
this is going to be horrible. And I wish like I could mute that name, like how you could do on Twitter. Like you can mute a name or a word. You can't do that shit on Instagram. So it's just constantly going to pop up in my face.
Why is, so when I see their shit pop up on my timeline, I skip over it.
Me too.
Why is it so interesting for everybody?
I don't know why.
People
I
just
think
like
it's like
chaos.
it's like a car crash. Like it's so bad. But like I'm obviously gonna see the headlines, but I don't entertain their foolishness, and I hate the fact that I even know who they are.
I think that the blog sites are pushing them. I think that Bad Girls Club or whatever show that she's involved with has a relationship with them blog sites to push it. And the blog sites don't have much going on. So anytime, remember the Tory Meg, it was like every post was Tory Meg. Meg said this, this is that, just to get, they get money from as much traffic as they get coming to their page. They get paid for that. So if we're engaging with it,
so like some toxic shit is also entertaining, but some shit is just toxic. Is it entertaining?
I don't find it to be. I never found
it
it
like,
to be entertaining.
Remember when Bobby and Whitney had their reality show? Like that was entertaining. Like they had jokes. You could actually see them getting along in some ways. Like, yo, I could see why y'all are together. You know what I mean? As toxic as it is.
I actually hated that. I was just speaking to. Damn, I speak to you a lot.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? No?
A lot more lately. We speak a lot more lately. She's telling me that the Whitney Houston doc came out. This new movie, Whitney Houston movie came out.
Oh, I Want to Dance with Somebody. I saw it.
You saw it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You actually watched some shit.
Yeah, my mom's invited me. She did like some screening with her Delta sorors.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
How was it?
I actually enjoyed it. My fiance was like, she didn't think that there were certain parts that she didn't like because she didn't like the accuracy. She didn't like the accuracy of it. But I didn't really.
Accuracy? Like, why wouldn't you want it to be accurate?
Right. So that's what she was saying. That was her complaint. She was like, we don't know if that's the way that it went. So I was like, they might just put some cinematic flair on it, But I didn't really know her story to the T, so I didn't feel a ways about the accuracy because I didn't know whether it was accurate or not. You know what I mean? And it was more so her relationship with her friend. What's her name? Robin. Yeah.
Oh, they was fucking.
So in the movie, not to be a spoiler, but they like basically made it clear that there was a relationship there.
They was fucking.
Right? So, but what did Whitney ever confirm that? So it's like, who confirmed that? Robin wrote a book and said she denied that they ever did that. So it's like, if somebody makes a movie and paints this picture and one of the people is dead, the other person denies it, then it's like,
okay.
you know.
So allegedly they was fucking.
Right. But other than that, it was good.
I had the realization when speaking with Tane the other day, I was just like, yo, Whitney Houston really was one of the greatest talents of our time and died because of drugs. Like, that's crazy. Like, died because of drugs, like overdose, like.
But a lot of our greats have died because of drugs, especially our great singers of Black history. A lot of them died because of overdoses and stuff like that. It just was a different time. I think that because when it happened with Whitney, it's in our lifetime, but 50s, 60s, 70s, that shit was normal.
The difference with Whitney, though, is that she was I'm going to try to find a better word, because I was about to say she was a living crackhead. I didn't mean it that way.
But you didn't have to say it either. Like,
but we watched her as a crackhead.
I didn't know.
We watched her literally lose all that weight. We begged. We were sad for her. We were praying for her. Like, this was a thing. It isn't like, yo, one day we wake up, oh shit, Michael Jackson OD'd on fentanyl or whatever the word is.
Right.
Was it fentanyl?
I don't know.
Something
what
like
it was.
that.
He just OD'd. Like, what? He was on drugs? Oh, what the hell?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It isn't like that. Like Michael K. Or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where it's like, what? Oh shit. We watched and we was like, oh my God.
We watched it.
Yeah, we watched it
in real time. We saw her on the shows sweating. We saw her going into rehab and all of that shit.
She did interviews about the shit, about crack.
She said crack is whack. She said crack is cheap. Let me see the receipts. I will never forget that interview. Barbara Walters is the fucking GOAT. Let me see the receipts. Like, how you get receipts from a crack dealer?
Like, we watch, like, yo, you remember The Bodyguard? Like, how beautiful she was at that point and how put together she was. And then 10 years later, it's complete different person. Completely different person.
Because you don't know
then
what
we
people
blaming
be
it
going
on
through.
Bobby. You know, we're blaming it on him. So we actually had somebody to blame it on and trying to get her away from him. And it's like, damn, like that shit. And it ended in her passing. It ain't just ending like with loss of career or loss of finance.
Right.
She, you know, one day we woke up and it was over.
Fucking
and,
sad.
And that shit is what it was a moment for me the other day when hearing about the movie. I was like, damn, bro. And that goes with this Christian Blueface thing in a way that we're watching this.
Yeah, I agree. And I've said it before. I'm like, y'all not going to be satisfied until something really happens to one of them. And then everybody's going to be like, oh, this wasn't funny. Oh, we shouldn't have been paying attention. Pray for them, blah, blah, blah. Like, y'all got to disconnect now from the dumb shit. Like, y'all perpetuate and make these things valuable. You guys give these things attention. And if you don't like it, like Trump said, like, you can literally just scroll past it like a normal person would do. But people are so engulfed. Like, oh, you watch the Christian Blueface show on? No, I don't watch that shit. Why would I watch that?
The Christian Blueface show.
Yeah, they got a show on that net, Zeus.
Yeah, I don't want to watch that shit.
I don't want to watch y'all
about
arguing
that.
and drinking Henny and fighting each other's family. Like, why would I want to watch that shit? No. I cap out on Housewives. That's as ghetto as it gets for me. That shit ghetto.
Why?
Housewives, oh my God, especially Potomac.
Why is it ghetto?
Cause the bitches, they really
That's it.
got each other's
No,
throats.
That's it. Cause them bitches. That's it. That's the answer. You'll never see a Real Husbands of Potomac. A Real Husbands of nothing. Because
they
we're not
had the
gonna
Real
go there.
Husbands of Hollywood. That shit
Yeah,
was
and it
funny.
was funny.
Yeah.
It's comical because what? We don't do that with each
Not
other
enough
because it
drama.
go too far.
Yeah.
Women can. Women will. In different states. Orange
you brought
County,
your point all the way home, full
Potomac,
circle.
Atlanta, New York, wherever you put these women together, there will be chaos. And it rarely has to do with a nigga. It's just
these
how
bitches be bugging the fuck out. They just be fucking.
That's it.
I've never seen so many older
That's
black women
super
just pull
accurate.
shit out
You
the
can't
sky
blame
just
the
to
niggas
argue about.
in these scenarios.
I can't.
Can't.
It's just that's what's gonna happen. You put them together, right?
They be
It's
arguing,
going
they
to
be
go down.
delusional, audacity at an all-time high, accountability in the negatives, nobody ever wrong. I be watching this shit in my house like, yo, do people really act like this? Because this is bananas.
All women act like that. That's what we've been trying to tell you. I've been trying to tell y'all that ever since the goddamn "No, we don't like y'all" clip. Ever since then, I've been trying to tell y'all, like, yo, this is what niggas have to go through. And y'all be like, gotta hear both sides. And no.
You always gotta hear both sides. I don't care. Not all women are like that, so it doesn't matter. It's just a select few.
But it's usually the response, oh, y'all make women like that. But that's a really good point. Like, this is just a room full of women act like that towards each other.
And they're friends.
Yo.
And you keep the camera on them long enough, they will not be friends anymore. For
and the
years.
husbands, they be so disconnected. Be like, what is happening now? Every time you girls is together, it's always a problem.
And this is life. This is life. This is life. How many times have y'all heard about women going on vacation and somebody's not friends no more when they come back?
Oh,
Light work. Simple.
Very easy.
Every girl trip I've been on, I don't think I speak to none of them bitches. No
That's it. And it don't have nothing to do with no nigga.
Nope.
Women are niggas don't do that. How many times when we went away on vacation? Well, I remember when Steve peed on Damon in
that was
concert was that?
Oh God.
Oh shit. I feel like that was Rough Rider tour maybe.
Yeah. Well, one of my friends, we were in the crowd and there was no bathroom. He was like, I'm not going back to the bathroom. We probably didn't even have tickets to get to where we was at. So he tried to get a bottle of water. He tried to pee in a bottle. But it's the middle of a crowd. He was like, Rough Riders. The nigga tried to pee and the shit splattered and got on my homeboy. And my nigga was tight.
Yeah.
I would have been.
It was also because of who it was. Like, anybody else would be like, all right, that's a mistake. It's a fucked up mistake. But coming from him, it's like inconsiderate. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. You peed on my leg. Like,
you peed on me, nigga. It was tight, nigga, to this day. We're 40 something. Every time we get that nigga peed on me. Like, yo, my nigga, it's 26 years later. You're still talking about that? Yeah, fuck that nigga. I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah, I don't let shit go.
Bro, him, I don't know. That's not. He also grew up with his mom, so. I ain't never met his dad. Shout out to Damon. Okay. Trav, you got me looking like I'm the guy. You know what? Trav going through his own shit. This is like all his topics are fuck these bitches. All his topics are fuck these bitches. This is crazy. So. Every single one of them. Let's start with the first one. Let me see.
Yeah. That nigga be crispy. Yeah. Hey. I'm shameless, so shameless. With my dogs on the block, it was dangerous. Take a girl out to eat and she's paying. I'm shameless, so shameless. I'ma go hit Tahoe up. Come bring the Tahoe truck, body bags on body bags. Come pick this garbage up. DJ mixing in the booth, he leave him traumatized up. I ain't got no time to waste. Let's get these commas up. I'm sitting in class, I can't even focus. Looking at these hoes like she don't notice. Titty sit right, that ass be poking. Sitting in front cause I gotta be the closest. I'm just waiting for the bell, let everybody leave.